Right, guys, it's your boy Scotty back at it again. I know what you're all thinking. Where the fuck have you been? Long story. Not going into it right now, though. In fact, if you want to know, ask me on one of my live streams, because at least then I'll be able to chat more. But here is a video that I've wanted to do for the last 3 days, but not gotten around to it. I know, I'm lazy. But this is, as you can tell by the thumbnail and the title, the best guns that I use in Battlefield. This is not a be-all, end-all meta. That's all I'm going to say. This is not a meta thing for, like, you know, oh, these guns are the greatest guns in the game. This is the guns that I find best in the game, and I just figured, fuck it. That makes it more friendly, so to speak. So without further ado, I'm going to get into this, and I'm not going to edit this like I did in my last gun video, because I haven't got the time, because I'm going live in less than 2 hours, so I haven't got the time to edit it. Bad excuse, I know, but live with it. Anyway, I'll just change screen and we'll get on with it, shall we? So first off, I would like to fucking make something very clear. I don't like using the assault class too much, because for some reason you don't get much ammunition with the assault class, which is a shame, because as you can see, I've got not a bad operator on the assault part, you know. But I don't really like using the assault one, so I'll give you the main rundown though. I mainly just use the M433 for the assault one. I mean, I will use the card, but sometimes, but we'll get into that though. So for this one, this gun I've barely touched though, because once again, I barely touched the assault class, because I'm not very versed in the red sec world yet. It's mainly multiplayer I've been playing to rank up my guns. So as you can probably see, I'll go through a few of them. You can see, look, I've barely got anything unlocked for this gun so far. Like, a few things, but, you know, nothing insane. So, for the assault class, I'll just say, it's not my cup of tea, so I'm not going to show it completely. And, sorry for anyone who loves using the support class, but as I just said, this is my guns, not meta guns. This is guns I use. So, on to what I actually use. And I bet you a lot of you are thinking, well, you fucking get on with it, but hold your fucking horses. Right, so Engineer is one of my favourites, because not only does he look sick, black and, I bet say black and yellow, that's orange. Black and yellow, the gun color though, so I'm halfway right. But anyway, gotta ramble on a lot. The PW5A3 SMG is currently the best SMG in the game. It is a fine line, in my opinion, for the best SMG in the game, because there's 2 SMGs that shine above the rest, in my opinion. But for this one, though, I've got it to rank 36, so it's quite a high one. First of all, from a source that I watch his streams all the time, otherwise known as Benny Central, one of the best content creators I know. He's so down to earth, and I love watching him. Shout out to him if he ever sees this. Not that you will. But he gave a tip in one of his videos, which I'm going to kind of repeat, but not because I'm ripping him off, but because it is so true, that suppressors are key in Battlefield, because you don't really get a whole load of, like, recoil with SMGs anyway. So, like, you know, the gun's not fucking, like, try to go upward as you shoot it, really. Sideways, yes, but up and down, not really. So, if you haven't got the standard suppressor unlocked that you can see on the screen right now, go for the flash hider. I know a lot of you might say, but the accuracy goes down. Believe me, for accuracy on this game, all you need to do is have a good, have trust in your analog stick, and you'll be fine, honestly. So, if you haven't got the standard suppressor, go for the flash hider, but standard suppressor is amazing for me, though. The extended barrel, because basic one is, well, you get, I don't know what the little icon is. It keeps changing below my webcam. I think it's boat velocity, but yeah, boat velocity, I think it is, yeah. But the extended one is perfect. Now this one's a bit of a shaky one, because technically you're supposed to have the folding stubby on this gun. Now I personally think it doesn't give you the best performance. It does cost a lot of points for this one, and I'll get into the points in a minute, obviously, if you don't even know what I'm talking about. But for the point system this one uses, for 35 points, this is a bit fucking more expensive. But the stippled, is it called the stippled? Stippled stubby, yeah. So as you can see, it's your recoil is reduced quite significantly. You can aim down sight faster. The only issue is that when you're aiming down sight, you do move pretty slowly. But then again, sometimes you need to move slowly in this game, aim down sight, because aiming a gun is not the easiest thing to do. If you know, you know. But the easiest thing to do in this game, should I say. So that's what I go for. If you haven't unlocked this one though, I would say the rib stubby is, this rib stubby one is absolutely amazing if you haven't unlocked the other ones. But if you don't have any of the fancy stubby ones, I can only say the alloy vertical, very friendly, you unlock it very fast and it's extremely handy. Apart from that though, classic vertical is very, very good. It does give you more fucking, like, as you can see, more precision and control in this than the one I'm using right now, because what is it, 43 and 70 to 44 and 73. It is more accurate, but for an SMG though, you need to have the speed of aiming down sight fast, so that's why I go for this one. But maybe you can play around with it and see what you prefer. After that, you got a 30 round fast mag. You should have the 40 rounds, but I can't afford it with the points I've got left for it. So 30 round fast mag, you can reload faster, and let's face it, that's never a bad thing. You don't have to go for fancy ammunition. As you can see, I've got 4 of them unlocked, but I keep standing on because the penetration one, I haven't used it, but the fact that it says it trades recoil for improved penetration, so the bullets are stronger, but the gun's more hard to control, that puts me off it. Hollow point, apparently the head damage multiplier, as you can see in the bottom right, it goes from 1.34 on this right to 1.50. That's nothing. So realistically, not worth it. The fraggable ones, they're handy if you want to use them, because then your enemy won't heal up. Say you shoot your enemy, but they manage to go around a corner before you kill them, they won't heal up very fast, because obviously it delays health regeneration. Then got the mag catch, which improves reload speed. Perfect. For this gun, basic sight is all you need. The iron sights on this thing are amazing. And in case none of you believe me, this gun, honest to God, it doesn't move and it's really good. I mean, it lasers. As you can see, there you go, you see? Like, you're pretty much good as you are. And then, I don't use much handguns myself personally. If you do want to use one though, I'd recommend the ES 5.7. It doesn't matter too much, but it's a very accurate gun. Now, rocket launchers in this game are amazing because of the destruction you can do. I've got quite a few of them unlocked, as you can see. You know, I've got this one, the fancy one there, and then the massive one there. But RPG to me is the most universally friendly one there is, so I can't complain. Don't know why I've got that gadget on there, but there's no other gadgets I really want to use, so I don't use gadgets, I'll admit, very much though, because I don't really play enough a lot of modes that have the vehicles in them, because to me the choppers and the jets and the tanks, they're quite OP in multiplayer in my opinion, so I don't like using them. So I don't like being in modes with vehicles, so I prefer playing, like, you know, team deathmatch and domination, because it feels more balanced that way, you know what I mean? So I've got the mini grenade, but I'm going to change it actually to a frag grenade. And this is what a lot of folk don't know, right? If you've got the combat knife, yes, okay, you can stab folk fast and everything else, but with a sledgehammer, not only can you knock your opponent out, like you see in the bottom right, but you can also, as you can see there, look, you can smash into walls and break down buildings with a sledgehammer, which is cool. Now that's for my engineer class. I will say though, also shout out to the SGX if any of you want to use that gun instead. This gun is phenomenal. It's just as powerful as the other one I just showed you technically, but once again, I've got a suppressor on this one. If you don't have that one, flash hider is paramount. Admittedly, it won't hide you as much on the map, but it reduces how much you can be spotted on the map. The suppressor hides you completely though. Once again, the extended barrel. It's the only fucking decent one there is, really, at least in my opinion. For this one, I used the alloyed vertical, although I just realised I've got that unlocked though. Wait, yeah, I've always realised I had that unlocked. So folding stubby is for me. Folding stubby, I'd say. 30 round magazine, because 36 rounds is cool, but your gun, I don't know, you aim down sight slower with that one, so there's no point in doing that really. Standard ammunition, you don't need more than that. If you want to use a sight on this thing, I can highly recommend using the RMR, because it's really fucking easy to use. But once again, the iron sights on this gun are terrifying easy to use. Make sure you put on the red laser on this gun, because it's invisible to the enemy and it's good for hip fire. As you can see with this gun, the SGX, literally this thing will just melt. So there's no issue with that either. Chuck back on my other one though. Now, this class I've been humming and hawing about, but for my support class I use the AK4D. Not sure if you're actually supposed to use this gun on support, but oh my god, this gun, it was the, yeah, in yesterday's stream, it was the answer to all my prayers. It was killing folk way faster than it can kill me, and I find that amazing. So, for the AK4D, pretty sure it's, wait a minute, just to make sure I give you guys that information, I'm pretty sure it's it's in the carbine section, isn't it? Or not. Oh, it's an assault rifle. Huh. Silly me. But assault rifle, AK4D, this thing, I have it upgraded a good bit, but I don't think I have it upgraded fully though. So once again, if you haven't got a suppressor, flash hider, you will not regret it, believe me. Suppressor, the long suppressor for this one's even better though, because then it reduces, and not only does it keep you hidden on the minimap and reduces where a soldier can be spotted while firing, also reduces your recoil buildup and improves recoil recovery at the cost of hip fire accuracy and weapon sway. It does mean that if you're doing hip fire at close range in a building or something, when you panic, you may not do too well. When it says weapon sway, I don't get that, because I have experienced that with a person myself. The heavy barrel is the best one. You can go for the extended one, but you lose a lot. But you lose precision though, which isn't the best. Mainly this rifle is mainly just used for velocity and to your ADS speed, which with this gun, believe me, you don't need it. So heavy is amazing because it improves your firing accuracy over long periods, which is bloody brilliant. I'm only using the classic vertical, because the classic vertical, as you can see, it greatly reduces recoil, and what more do you want, eh? So, unfortunately for this one, I will emphasize you only get 20 rounds when you start off. I am going to be trying to get the fucking 30 round mag in later on in today's stream. So if you're watching this on the 6th of November, anytime like roughly fucking about 5:30 or 6 PM, the odds are I'm already streaming. As long as this video got uploaded fast enough. But so that's what I'm trying to get to, the 30 round magazine. But the 20 round magazine is all you get for now, but believe me, this is all you need. Ammunition, not too fussed about it, because ammunition doesn't really play a big part in it. Some folk, now for the sight in this gun, a lot of folk will be telling me, why aren't you using, for example, this little guy here, or the CCO? Bloody hell, the CCO is a very reliable sight. Believe me, you will not regret it. But for this gun, I feel like you need to be able to see around you whilst you aim in. So this one is brilliant. And I'll just show you. This gun absolutely melts. I mean, literally just... It's effortless. Don't get me wrong, you know. From a distance, you might have to burst fire a little bit. But anywhere you need up close, though, melts. If you haven't tried this gun out already, do it. Believe me, this gun is amazing. It kills so fast. Promise you. It's got a Scotty approval sticker on it. I'm not sure if I've ever said that in my life, but I have now. So it's got an approval sticker on it. Try it out. The last thing to put on this gun is a red laser. Once again, helps you a little bit with hip fire accuracy, but it is not visible to enemy soldiers. What more do you want in life, eh? Apart from that, though... Oh, wait a minute. I can also show you guys 2 guns that I love using in this. I'm sure you've all seen more... I'm sure you've seen other gun build videos explaining that the Cord 6P67 is an absolute beast. You'd be right. This gun absolutely shreds. It has got the fastest TTK, I believe, of all the assault rifles. As I said before... Oh, I got a brand new fucking suppressor on it. But standard suppressor, if you haven't got the standard suppressor, flash hider is all you need. Ignore these ones, because believe me, the more you use muzzles for accuracy, you're going to be seen on the map, and enemies will know exactly where you are. It's self-explanatory. Standard suppressor on that one. Heavy barrel on that one. It's the only good one there is. Classic vertical, because it gives the gun amazing recoil control. 36 round magazine. I'd be going for the 40, but come on. 4 extra rounds. Is that really worth it, though? Standard ammunition again. Not too fussed about any of that. I do want to get lightweight ammo, though. Lightweight ammo is one thing I'm going to be looking towards getting. Apart from that, though. Now, this is probably the most reliable red dot scope that zooms in the game. The ROM, or the ROM 1.75x. And with the build I just explained to you, this thing, oh my god. It just... It's just lethal, this thing, man. Yeah. Doesn't need much explaining after that, does it? Now, if any of you have found... If any of you come from Call of Duty into Battlefield, and are asking yourself, why is it when I shoot a gun and keep my finger on the trigger, the bullets start going all over the fucking place? Battlefield's got something called bloom, which basically means that for longer you keep firing, actually I'll show it in the firing range. The longer you keep firing, your bullets will end up going off target. So if I look at this target, right? If you right, actually no, wait. I'll actually wait on this wall actually. If you notice, right, the longer that you fire, your bullets start going off center to where your red dot sight is. Look, your bullets start going a tiny bit off center. See, I was only aiming in the middle there, and I've gone over here for God's sake. This game has got what you call bloom. So what you want to do to counter bloom is burst fire. Actually, I wonder if I can show it one more time. Actually, yeah, for distance. So your bullets don't go completely forward, right? If you burst fire, though, you can't miss. Burst firing, you can't miss a single bullet. And in case anyone's wondering how I get so accurate with my guns, I'm using Control Freak analog sticks, which means that they're designed for improvement. They're designed for better movement, better aiming and precision. Just look up Control Freak, the website, and you'll find them. I'm not sponsored by them, just want to put that out there. But if you want to improve your gameplay, get some Control Freak analog sticks. They are a game changer. I'm not even getting fucking paid to say that either. So, after that, what other guns can I portray? Now, this one. The SOR556, aka the Scar. Once again, this gun hits very hard. You got more bloom on this one, but once again, suppressor. Or flash hider if you haven't got the suppressor just yet, though. Extended barrel. The heavy barrel is good. It gives you like better accuracy over time, like way better accuracy. But extended barrel also gives a faster ADS transition, and that's probably for the best. You're not supposed to use the folding stubby on this gun, but I do, because once again the gun feels like you aim it a lot faster, and the recoil on this gun is a pain in the ass, and that helps out with it too. 36 round magazine, because it seems like to me the greatest of all the ones, really. Now, this is an attachment that I've not seen any other people talk about in their videos. in the ergonomics section, you have the mag flare, which helps you reload while aiming down sight. But you also have match trigger. As you can see, improves weapon performance in semi-auto mode, reducing recoil and increasing accuracy. It doesn't show it on the stats under my webcam, but this thing makes a big difference. Last but not least, I use the ROM thing that I just spoke about, and this gun, well, lethal. And if someone's quite far away, just burst fire. Quite far away, once again, just don't hold your finger down, just burst fire. Still get them as well. However, once if you get used to the bloom, you can just hold your button down like this though. But yeah, absolutely lethal. The last one I can talk about, possibly. Actually, no, the last three I can mention. You have the USG90, aka the P90. I think that's what it's called anyway in one of the old Call of Duties. It's an amazing gun. Unfortunately, I regret to tell you, I haven't ranked up enough though. So as you can see, I haven't got a suppressor on it. So flash hider is the best I've got. I haven't changed that yet. I would change to the heavy barrel on this thing, but I like how this gun aims down sight so fast. So I'll keep the basic one on. Fuck it. Red laser, once again, it improves hipfire accuracy, not visible to enemies. You only get one round magazine on this one, which is pretty cool. Ammunition, don't change anything there though. The mag catch for this one, for the improved reload speed, definitely worth it. And I have got more sights for this thing, but this sight on this thing, I think the OSA7 one is perfect. But this gun melts. Up close that is. This gun fires so damn fast. It's just really good for close range. If you want to use it, of course. Other than that, I can wholeheartedly say the only gun in the game that doesn't have any bloom, the AK. This gun, where I built this thing, once again, standard suppressor, goes without saying. Heavy barrel, once again, because it just improves the gun power-wise and accuracy as well, though. 64 vertical, mainly because I haven't unlocked the fucking classic vertical for it, but this thing's still pretty good, though. It improves the accuracy. You are a bit slow aiming down sight, but who cares, though, really? 36 round magazine, self-explanatory. Lightweight rounds on this gun are essential because it makes the gun lighter and faster. Mag cache, once again, because it improves reload speed. I would get that one, but I don't really reload while I'm aiming down sight very much, so it doesn't bother me too much actually. ROM, once again, and this gun, you see how other guns have got a lot of bloom and they fucking move a little bit when you're shooting them. This gun, no bloom in this. Like, I can hold the button down at any range. This gun is almost as accurate as your Call of Duty guns. Now, yes, this gun is less powerful than most of the assault rifles I've mentioned in this video so far. It does fire little pellets, so it is quite a slow TTK or time to kill. But you haven't got the fucking thick of your bullets are going though. You can just fucking. So if you want a gun where you can just fucking hold down your trigger and know you're gonna shoot someone, this gun, it doesn't have any bloom. As you can see, precision is fucking 85, which is terrifying. Other guns can I showcase apart from that one? Right, the DRS. I used this when the game first came out. I will admit I have differed from it, but barely. So this one, once again, I put a compensated brake on this one just to see what it was going to be like. Once again, I'd recommend you put the flash hider on it. You can put the compensated brake on if you wish. I only did this because that way, this gun for me is not very accurate. The precision's fucking 27. So it needs to have a bit more accuracy to it, just that little bit more. So the compensated brake for me works on that one. Extended barrel, because the heavy one is good, but that one, the extended one lets you aim in sight faster. Not a bad thing at all. You're not supposed to have the fucking stubby one on this one, but this one, recoil reduction and aim down sight faster. You can't go wrong. 36 round mag. My magazine's got a fucking pattern going on here. Lightweight rounds for this gun, very much a fucking improvement. And last but not least, my favourite fucking sight in this game, the Mini Flex. And this gun, well, I'm not going to say anything. Quite a lot of bloom at long range, but lethal, this thing. So, oh yeah, and the RPK, if any of you noticed, the RPK is one of those guns where it doesn't look powerful. It fires pretty slowly, but by God, this thing's handy though. So flash hider on RPK, heavy extended, because the heavy one is nice, but this one's better because it increases your accuracy overall. 6H64 vertical straight away for the accuracy. I put a 40 round magazine onto it because the 40 round magazine is so worth it. Mission, not bothered about that one. Max trigger, I've got the max trigger on this one. It makes the gun just feel a tiny bit better. And then once again, the ROM and a laser for close quarters if you're fucking finding yourself panicking. But this one, it's a bit bulkier and all that, but by God, this thing just barely moves. Just keeps going, this thing. It just keeps going. It doesn't care what you do. But yeah. So those are my top guns for Battlefield personally. If you would like me to... Now, I'm probably going to end up doing a settings video tomorrow because I'm sure you all know this little settings area is an absolute minefield. So I'm not going to cover settings today because I haven't got time left anymore. But I'll cover settings tomorrow in a video instead. And yeah, we'll just go from there. But hope you guys have enjoyed this one. A little insight into the guns I like using. Once again, this is not an absolute be all end all meta. This is the guns that I like using and the ones I find cool. And if you have guns that you prefer, all the better to you, honestly, because you might even have a gun that you prefer that I can't stand. So that makes you does that make you more fucking skilled than me? Up for debate. But anyway, guys, hope you've enjoyed this video. I'll catch you later, and yeah, let me know in the comments if this has actually been helpful for you, and if it has been, then let me know if there's any other content you want to see Battlefield wise. But yeah. Settings video coming soon. Apart from that, take care.